Hello everybody, welcome back to MagBoy's channel. Today we're going to do a review of the Canon Vixia HF R50 camera. Now this video is going to be slightly different than some of the review videos you may have seen on YouTube for this product. I'm not going to go into great detail about the functions and features of the camera or any of the peripherals, but I am going to tell you why I bought it, some things you might want to know if you buy the camera, and then some suggestions that maybe you could leverage if you're looking for a piece of electronic equipment yourself. So let's dig right in. Why did I buy this camera? Well, it's compact, it has an internal microphone jack, it has an LCD touchscreen, it records in full HD, you can take pictures as well as video with this camera. You have a micro HDMI cable that's included with the purchase, and it features everything I would need, which includes Wi-Fi and a free remote app that you can download to your smartphone or tablet to control this camera as long as you have a Wi-Fi access. And that is really cool. All of those features, love it. And I can't imagine why I didn't get this any sooner. So let's take a close look up at the camera. You can see that there's 57 times advanced zoom. And as you can see, there is 8 gigabytes of built-in memory. Now that is something that you guys are going to want to consider, because you need to think about what you're going to use this camera for and how you're going to use it. There are other variants of this model. There's the HF R50, which has no internal memory, and then the HF R52, which has 32 gigabytes of internal memory. Now, depending on how you're going to use the camera, you may want to have that internal memory at your disposal. For me, if I'm ever stuck in a situation that I need to download video off of my memory card, or if I don't have any other memory cards, I'm kind of stuck, then I have the backup of using the internal memory. And secondly, if I ever have a full memory card during a recorded session, it will automatically continue to record on the internal memory, which I thought was a really cool feature. It was not something I was looking for, but hey, if they're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. So what are some of the things that you might want to be aware of if you buy this model? Well, first off, the lens cover is not automatic. There's a little lens button right here, and you have to push it down to open the lens. It's a manual activity. This camera will warn you with audio beeps if your lens is closed as soon as you start the camera, but eventually that'll go away, and the little message that displays on the LCD screen will disappear, and you'll just have a black screen which kind of looks just like that. So you just want to make sure that that you will remember to open up that lens, or else you may start a video and not be able to record anything. There's also the battery life. You know, the standard battery that comes with these devices will give you pretty good length, except over a course of time they will deplete and you won't be able to use it to its full potential. Now, the battery that comes with this is a smart battery, and it's produced by Canon. It's a lithium-ion battery, and the smart feature allows you to actually display the battery life on the LCD screen, so you know how much record time is left. The aftermarket batteries, most of them are not smart batteries unless you buy something that specifically says smart or intelligent, and then you won't be able to see how much record time is left on your LCD screen. So that's something you want to keep in mind, because eventually, at some point, you are going to want to have more memory and longer battery life, and those are two key features that you should pay attention to when making your purchase. There's also no shoes on this camera. Now, what do I mean by a shoe? Well, a shoe is considered a hot or a cold shoe, and that means that you can have a peripheral device attached to your camera, such as a shotgun microphone, a flash, a spotlight, or something of that kind, where it's like an extension of the camera. And a hot shoe simply means it's already powered by this device. You don't need any other type of battery or power source to use that feature. A cold shoe simply is no battery supplied to it, but it's an attachment that you can put something into. And as you can see, there are no hot or cold shoes on this device. There really isn't anywhere on this device where you can manufacture something on your own to stick to this. So you want to keep that in mind if you're planning on attaching a microphone like a boom mic or something like that, shotgun mic. You won't be able to do that with this camera very easily unless you get really creative, and really the only option is right up here if you want to somehow glue or affix something to the camera, but you may damage the components of this item, so just be cautious. If you're using audio recording equipment, professional equipment, then you want to make sure that you have something that will convert the stereo that comes out of your mic jack into mono, which usually is something that displays in your professional receiver. So this mic, external mic port, produces in stereo, and then you want to have some sort of conversion device so that you can run the stereo into the device, and then the device will convert it to mono and then into your professional receiver. And that way you will be able to maintain audio on your left and right channel. If there's no conversion, then you're not going to get audio on both channels. You'll just have left audio, or what's considered as mono. Now, in order to avoid that, but without spending extra money to get a device, you could stop to your local audio store or maybe a Radio Shack, and you could pick up one of these. And they come in various lengths. It's a mono to mono cable. How do you tell it's a mono cable? Well, at the 3.5 millimeter jack side, you have two bars, one for the left channel and one for the ground. And on the 1/4 inch jack, you have one bar, which is just left channel. That's how you can identify that this is a mono to mono cable. And this cable basically does the conversion for you. So you don't have to worry about getting an external device. This cable comes in various lengths, as I had mentioned. This one is, I think, 4 feet long, and you can get them up to 15 feet long at your professional audio stores. And it's a lot cheaper than having to buy some sort of conversion device. I think this cable cost me $8 at Guitar Center. So certainly that's something you want to consider. I had mentioned that this camera comes with Wi-Fi, and I have it open here so you can see a little bit of the display. If you're going to use that feature, you won't be able to remotely control this camera using a smartphone or a tablet. It's not compatible. At the same time, you have an external mic plugged into the mic port. So just keep that in mind when you envision yourself using this camera, or however you're going to use it, that if you're going to use a professional recording device and you're going to have a microphone on your talent, or somehow picking up the audio that you want, then if you plan on using the remote control ability at the same time, then you won't be able to do that. So that's just some of the things that you may want to be aware of if you were to purchase this camera. And some of the suggestions that you may want to use when shopping for electronic equipment is that you want to take precautions to prolong the life of the product. You're going to spend all of this money, and it's not cheap by any means, but you have an LCD screen, so you're going to want to get a cover. You need the ability to watch this on some external television using the HDMI cable. So it comes with an HDMI cable, but some devices don't. And you want to make sure that you have enough storage. Sometimes you can get a package deal with a memory card, but if you don't get a memory card, you have to consider that as a separate purchase. And then you're also going to want to have elongated battery life. So you have to consider how much life you're going to get out of the battery that comes with the package versus an external battery that you purchase from somewhere else that maybe be a longer type battery. So considering all of those points I had mentioned, I encourage you to look for package deals, especially with electronics, because it's common nowadays to bundle items together for sale. In the long run, you'll save money and get longer life out of your investment. And what I have here is everything that I got in a package deal for just $45 more than the cost of the camera itself. And for the $45 extra I paid, I had exceeded that probably 2 times worth in the product that I got back. On the left, this is everything that comes with the camera. You have the micro HDMI, you have the USB cable so that you can put it onto your computer or other device, and then you have your wall charging cable. Now this is interesting because it just flips out and you plug this into your wall, and this is attached as one device. So you have to put the battery on the camera and charge it while it's attached to the camera. So some people may not like that. I don't mind, but I just want to let you know that if you don't purchase any other items, then you're going to have to affix the battery to the camera, and that's how you charge it. So those 4 items came together. Obviously you get a battery with the camera, and then I was able to pick up a bonus feature which gave me a bag for storage so I can protect my stuff, a 5-piece lens cleaning kit just to make sure that it stays clean, and then I have a car charger that came with this device, and the car charger actually affixes to this external battery charger, and it comes with a bigger battery that gives me longer life. The downfall is that this is not an intelligent or a smart battery, so I won't be able to see how much charge is left on it, but I know that it gives me more than the default battery, and as long as I keep it charged, it's fine. And this comes with a flip-out plug as well, so I can affix the battery to the charger like this, plug it into the wall, and I just walk away, and the charge light comes on, red, charging, green, you're done. If I'm out and about somewhere and I don't have an outlet available to me, I can always use a car. So that is a really cool feature that I was able to get in this package. And some of the other things that I got were lens covers. I was able to get a lens cover to put on my LCD screen. That way my grubby hands won't get all over the screen and mess it up. I was able to get one of these brush looking devices where you have a damper on one side, which is used to clean things. You could see there's a little bit of debris, almost like you're taking fingerprints. And then after that, you just flip it over, and on the other side, you push out the brush, and you just dust it off. So that's a pretty neat feature. And then I got a 3-section memory case, so I could put some external memory cards in there and carry them with me, and they're protected. So all of that came together in one package, and certainly it's worth the extra money that you're going to spend to get all this stuff, because you're going to eventually need it. Now, you want to do your research, go to the different websites, and read reviews of the product that you wish to purchase. If you can, go to the manufacturer's website and see if they have the user manual that you can click on and read through, so that you can absolutely verify that the product does everything that you want to do. For this product, I will affix in the link below the link to the Canon website, so you can look at all of the instructions and features of this particular camera. And lastly, you may even want to go to your local electronics store and see if they have a floor model. If they do, take full advantage of it. Pick it up, hold it in your hands, push the buttons, play with it, get used to it, see if it works for you. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next video.